Welcome back, everybody. Louis Cato and the Late Show Band. Folks, if you watch the show, you know I spend most of my time right over there in the News Distillery, creating a distinctive wheated story mash with barley malt, which I heat to between 158 and 176 degrees Fahrenheit, then ferment for 1 or 2 weeks and strain, distill twice, then age in charred new American oak barrels for decades, and bottle at 95.6 proof to create the complex yet silky Peppy Van Winkle Family Reserve 23-year bourbon that is my monologue. But sometimes, folks, while on the run from the law with my crew of hobo moonshiners, we hide out in the marsh and I jam some mashed up melon rinds and peach pits into a rusty coffee can and let it sit in the sun till I can chug the swamp chablis of news that is my segment. Meanwhile, right there. It's soothing. Meanwhile, in China, a university student set his school on fire trying to hide his inflatable girlfriend from his roommate. That is sad. And I have only one thing to say. Girl, kick him to the curb. If he doesn't want to introduce you to his friends, then he's not the one for you. You deserve happiness. And Purell. Meanwhile, a New Hampshire grocery store employee was arrested for urinating on food and filming it. Yes, making it the first time anyone has ever said, "This pee really makes my asparagus smell funny." That was tough joke to say. Meanwhile, a mountain in China has been dubbed Puppy Mountain for looking like a doggy's head. Oh, who's the cutest naturally occurring igneous outcropping? You are. Yes, you are. Meanwhile, that was it. That's all we had to say about the dog. This is cute. This is worth seeing.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in hair-related crime news, down in Colombia, a man was arrested after officers found cocaine under his toupee. Reminds me of the old Hair Club for Men ad.
And by the way, I'm not only the Hair Club president, I'm also a drug smuggler.
Meanwhile, a Scottish Highland bull is on the run in Connecticut and is named Waldo. Connecticut authorities are presently searching for Waldo on beaches, ski slopes, and 4th century Roman amphitheaters. Waldo. Meanwhile, in food news, 2.4 million cases of granola bars have been recalled due to potential presence of metal. First off, potential presence of metal sounds like a hard rock band that lacks confidence. Are you ready to rock? 'Cause if not, we could do this later. Your choice. I'm good either way. The shrapnel-packed snacks on question are made good granola bars. That story again, made good, made bad. Meanwhile, a remarkably rotund beaver has become an online celebrity. Pro tip, never Google remarkably rotund beaver on your work computer. HR would like a talk. Okay, fat beaver, let's take a look. Yeah, that's a badonka beaver. Reminds me of those classic Yo Beaver jokes. Yo Beaver is so fat, when she sits around the house, it is a structure she made herself with nothing but twigs, bark, and mud. Cleveland. Meanwhile, Hewlett-Packard is going to start deliberately adding 15 minutes of waiting time for telephone support calls, making this the worst idea HP has had since they invented HPV. Didn't know that. You didn't know that they did that. They did that. Meanwhile, according to a new Guinness record, an Oklahoma man owns the world's largest collection of bricks. Keep in mind, Oklahoma has a pretty low standard for what they get all jazzed about. That's why they've updated the state's tourism slogan to, Oklahoma, you want to see like a lot of silica gel packets or something? Meanwhile, On YouTube, a true crime documentary series has millions of views, but all the murders are AI generated. So to everybody worried about the rise of AI, calm down. We're just training them on all the murders. Critics say that if the murders are all made up, it shouldn't be called true crime, but the channel's owner defended it, saying, I wanted the audience to think about why they care so much that it was true, why it matters so much to them that real people are being murdered. Because you said it was true, that's why. There's a reason they don't sell Why Does It Matter So Much to You Whether This Is Butter? We'll be right back with Drew Barrymore and the Colbert